it is amazing, and I've seen so many news articles about people who've come back from war who were so depressed, and they just were so lost, even suicidal. And then they're matched up with a dog, and it's changed their lives around.
Yes.
Tell us about that aspect of a dog.
Yes. Dogs carry special healing powers that we've not fully understood up to this point. And that's sort of what my book is bridging that gap. So my book, Canine Spirit Guides, is about the specifics of how our dogs are here to heal us, the tools that they have, and the means that they use to communicate with us.
Give me some examples how they communicate with us. I mean, I know sometimes dogs appear to have sympathy when the people they love are not feeling well and things like that. Tell us about some more of that.
Yeah, well, so we've always thought that our dogs were angels, right? Because they just sort of know what to do. They know where to be. They appear in our lives when we need them the most. But what we've never understood before now is how they do that. And now, as I have come to learn, our dogs have spirit guides. They have their own spirit guides that are kind of like humans have spirit guides. But the dog spirit guides are really not there for the dog. They're there for humanity. So the spirit guides are communicating with us and helping us to heal through our dogs. So that dog will appear to you in your life when you need
Heather, when did you get this, what you feel is an epiphany that dogs have spirit guides? I know that what you're saying is, I've seen it with dogs, but how did you come to that equation?
Well, they sort of introduced themselves to me last year. I've never written a book before, and they told me I was going to write a book. And I said, okay, I'm willing to do that. I've had so many beautiful dogs in my life. At first, I thought I was going to be just writing stories about the dogs. But then it became evident as these spirit guides led me through my own healing journey. It became evident that I was to share this healing power with humanity. And the book is about how they connect with us and the messages they share with us. They always have a specific message and a meaning and a healing to share with us. And they bring us opportunities that will help us heal. And the key is you got to understand what's happening. You got to understand what you're seeing and kind of learn how they communicate with us. And that was the hardest part to see, because it's not like a textbook. Like you don't pick it up and read it and go, yeah, I get it. It's sort of in symbolism, and it's within the context of your life that things begin to happen, and they're sharing messages with you and opportunities for growth and healing.
I'm sure it's a fascinating book. No, it's remarkable. Are there any types of dogs that are more spiritual than others?
They all have a spiritual purpose, but their levels are different.
I've heard that they can help lower your blood pressure, chewing up your sofa, but other than that.
Yeah, they do bring a sense of peace to most people. They, using the example of chewing up your sofa, they can also stir up some agitation for you. And this is for a purpose. Agitation is always to get us to take action and to move forward. And when we tend to get stuck in a rut, we need that agitation to get us moving again. And so when the dogs present that message to us, they're trying to get us to do something for ourselves, to move forward on our path, or to address something we've been avoiding, or to see a part of ourselves that we're not wanting to look at. So there's always a message.
This is an interesting concept. So if the dog thinks you've been a bad boy or a girl, he's going to do something upsetting to remind you that you need to do something else. Is that what you mean?
Well, no, there's no judgment on their part, but they tend to understand where we are in our spiritual path. So there's times when we avoid doing what we know we need to do, whether it's being a kinder person, or picking up the phone and calling and apologizing for something, or seeing that someone is in our life that isn't really serving us in a good manner, things that we tend to avoid wanting to know or seeing or addressing, then that sort of stuckness needs to be stirred. So when we get stuck in a rut, we need something to get our attention, right? Because that's usually gets us moving.
And what about you have dogs renting your house?
Yeah.
How many dogs do you have?
I have one dog right now. I'm kind of in retirement mode. I have a little corgi. She's absolutely adorable. She's all over my Facebook page. Her name is Gigi, and she was a gift from God. My previous dog made me get her, and then the previous dog trained her, got her all settled in, and then made her exit. So she left me with this beautiful angel of dog that has absolutely, I'm not kidding you, she has no vices whatsoever. So she has just been a total gift. But before she came, I had told everybody I wasn't getting any more dogs. I've had dogs my whole life, and I was just...
Everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just ready to be done. But apparently that was not in my cards.
What do you tell people, Heather, who, and dogs are part of the family, and they grieve, and they say, well, I'll never get another dog. And sometimes, it's just like losing a member of the family, and, they go through a lot of grief. Is there any comforting words you could give them?
Yes. What I have learned, I've had so many dogs. I've had, I think, 30 personal dogs, plus I was a dog trainer and a breeder. So I've had a lot of dogs go through my hands. And what I have learned over the years is that they always come for a reason. They appear in our life for a reason. And there's also an equally valuable reason that they leave, which is which is what people don't expect to hear, because they feel like it's a tragedy. But actually, I've had dogs leave as a strategy to provide an opportunity for something new to come in.
Heather, when you're picking out a dog, is there anything in particular you look for?
Oh, that's interesting. The dogs have always picked me. I've had dogs call to me from other countries, and I've had to find them. So for me, it's always an energetic match. Number one, the dog sends me a frequency that I recognize when I go to look at dogs, and I say, oh, that's the one that's been talking to me. So that way I know that that's the soul I'm supposed to be connected to at this moment. I usually know before I go to look at dogs, like what kind of breed I'm looking at or what color it might be. But the one thing that strikes me the most is the energy of the dog. The energy has to be specific to what I'm looking for. And a lot of times what happens when people go, they decide to get a dog, or they go to look at puppies, they're looking with their eyes.